And this is where it's at, folks. The college tournament ends here tonight. For one team, the joy of a lifetime will be achieved. And there's no doubt going to be some incredible action all along the way. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers taking on the UConn Huskies.
You got that right. I mean, this is what each student athlete has worked so hard for all season long. An opportunity for the title. I mean, this game might very well be the defining moment for the lives of every one of these young men.
Both these teams have gone through so much adversity just to make it here. All tournament long, it's been survive and advance. But now, this is the part where you put all your chips on the table and just lay it on the line.
Let's check out Wisconsin's starting lineup. We've got Hawkins. He's out there with Hill. Kaminsky out there with Decker. And it's Evans in at the power forward position.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
UConn with the ball. It's a 5-point game.
And not many people know this, but the Badgers do have one college title in their trophy case. Won the tournament back in 1941. A different time back then, but a title nevertheless.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. The Huskies shooting their first free throws of the night.
Shooting for the Huskies, Colin Martin. 2 shots.
He hits both from the stripe. Here's the Badgers with the ball. Hawkins gets to Decker. Huskies with the rebound. Here is Day. He dishes it to Freak. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Decker with it. Here's the floater. The rebound by Day.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Leans inside, and Freak with the nice bucket inside.
And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
Out to the right wing. Knocked away. And oh, here we go with Hill. Nobody back. There's the bucket. Good. Hill's got his first basket of the night.
Way to work it up quick. That's a nice break.
Now, Freak. It's up a 3. Here's Sims. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
And here's Hawkins. And the pass to Hill. No good off the pick.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
On the floor for UConn. Ball. He's in at shooting guard. And it's Jennings in at the guard position. Here's Ball. Pops off the pick and hammers it home.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports. So it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game.
Game is just about ready to get going for our second half of play. What a championship atmosphere we've got here tonight. We are just one half of basketball away from seeing college basketball history being made.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And, Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. They've got Hill. He's out there with Hawkins. Decker is out there with Kaminsky. And it's Evans in at the four-man position.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a four-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
Here's Kaminsky. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Outside Hill. He tries for three. They grab their own miss. Goes back up. And it's Evans missing. They have not led for a while. A chance to do so here.
Boy, they'd love to retake the lead right now.
Here's Ball. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Here's the Badgers with the ball. The lead is 2. Decker passes to Hawkins. And again, it's the Badgers missing.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
Evans against Splitter. Outside Hill. And stolen by Freak.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
Looking at who's out there now for the Huskies. Sims is checked in, and it's Pearson for Martin. Here's Fisher. It's deflected. Outside Hill. Wade left side. Here's the teardrop. And stolen by Freak. Day kicks to Freak for the lead. And that one's good. Freak's got 10 points.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Outside Hill. Passes it to Fisher. They set the pick. There's the dish to Conley. Here's Wade. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And an important part of every team's game. We'll look at the hustle stats for the Huskies.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnover.
Here's what Wisconsin's going with right now. Gibson's checked in, and Decker subbed in for Hill. Ball in at shooting guard. And it's McGuire in at the 3. Freak dishes to Jennings. Now here's Freak, over by Conley. Pierce trying to break free. The inside shot is off from Ball. Conley, the pass to Hawkins. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. That makes it a little different. He's going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way on that one.
And I'm sensing something special going on here tonight.
It certainly does have the feeling of a classic, Greg. Let's see which team is better equipped to handle the pressure.
Here's Peyton. He feeds it to Walker. The shot misses. And the Huskies going the other way now. Now here's Freak. He's covered closely. Fires the three. Walker with the rebound.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
It's blocked. 35 seconds left in the second half of basketball. And a wide open look for Freak. No good with the triple. Here's the Badgers with the ball. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. The Huskies making a switch here. Days checked in, swiped away. Kicks it to Freak. There's the triple. Money! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to him. Boy, he blew the easy two by profile. Trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they got to try to manage it.
Hawkins. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so it's UConn with the win. Such a special moment for these kids. All the hard work they've put in, all the pressure, Greg, they've been under all tournament long. This is pure elation, being able to call themselves now champions.
And Kevin, from the players, the rest...
Hello?
Hey, Ma, it's me.
Hey, Frequency.
I got you on speakerphone.
Okay, your sister there?
Hey, Mama, I'm right here.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm fine.
You bet's here too, Mama.
Hi, Mama. How you doing? I'm fine.
Does she have to be here?
Yes. Mr. Pagnotti, the agent I was telling you about, he's in the room too.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
What a pleasure to finally meet the queen mother of this young, talented man, even if only by telephone.
That's sweet. Hang on, Frequency. Here comes your father.
All right.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Hope everyone's well.
How you doing,
Daddy.
Mr. P?
Bobs.
I'm doing good.
So let's get to it.
Yeah, let's do this. We all know why we're here. This meeting is strictly confidential, 100% off the record. Didn't happen. We weren't even here. Capiche? Capiche means understand in Italian. Capiche?
Capiche.
Freak insisted that I have his entire family here. And I think it's great that he has a good support system around him. I've been doing this a very long time, and I work with some of the best. Now, let me rephrase that. I work with the best, and the best always seem to have a great support system around them. A family, if you will, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So let's cut to the chase. Leaving college early now and entering this year's NBA draft is the right move right now. And when you sign with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent, I will make sure you are well taken care of. I will make sure you are protected. With this freaking and vibing, I love it, freaking and vibing. This freaking and vibing thing you do when you get hot, freak, we're gonna make you more money off the court than you will on.
We already have endorsements and things like that in mind, so.
Cece, I said we because we're gonna do this together. We're a team. We're Team Freak. But Freak, you need to be in the league first, right? That's why I'm here.
No, yeah, I hear you, Mr. Pagnotti, but like I told you before, I already promised my parents 4 years of college. That's the plan, man.
That's right.
Plans change, freak. Listen, in life and in basketball, you need to adapt and change to the situation at hand. Now, even if you have the greatest coach and they draw up the greatest play and all the X's and O's make perfect sense on paper, you still need to react to what the defense shows you and then make your move. This is the right move. This is the right move now. And 4 years of college is a great plan for basically anybody. But you're not just anybody. You are the greatest collegiate talent I have ever seen shoot, dribble, pass, and defend a basketball my entire time on this great planet Earth. Now, Miss Martha, Mr. Pete, I have seen so many of the greats jump right from high school to the pros. Freak, you've at least experienced college. You know what that is. You've been there. You've done that. I am offering you now a chance at the experience of a lifetime. Do you know how many people would love to be in those Jordans right now?
Yeah, Freak, I mean, what if you get hurt? You remember how you came down on your ankle in that game earlier this year?
Oh, yeah, but that was nothing.
Right, we know it was nothing, but next time it could be something.
I saw that. Good game, but BAM! Just like that, and you could be flipping burgers. Well, maybe not flipping burgers. Maybe you're the manager or assistant manager at some burger joint. Maybe I do a favor and make a call, and you're a delivery boy at Sal's Famous Pizzeria. But the bottom line is, you will be a long, long, long ways away from signing multi-million-dollar contracts with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent.
So it's all about the money, right?
When was it not all about the money?
Money isn't everything.
No, it isn't, sir, and no disrespect was meant. But, Freak, money is freedom. The freedom of choice, the freedom to live. Money is the difference between renting and owning, between being the waiter and being waited on. It's the difference between being the chauffeur or being chauffeured. Now, do you want to be a chauffeur? This here is a contract. This makes me your agent. Sign on the dotted line, and I will take you and your family to the promised land.
Like I said, Mr. Pagnotti, it's not...
Let the man finish.
He made his point. He's finished. Aren't you finished?
I said my piece, but I know I'm right. You guys should talk.
Pete, what if Frequency does get hurt? Shouldn't he take this opportunity now?
What if the boy goes pro, gets hurt, and then doesn't have a college degree? Look how hard we work for him to get to where he is.
But college isn't for everybody, Pete. You didn't go.
That's why we work so hard for him.
Just saying. I mean, if he's ready to do this now as opposed to later, Pete, anything can happen.
You're right. Anything could happen. This is his future. This
You're
is his
not
life.
listening to me, Pete.
Not just a game.
All right, Mom, Pops. It's all right. Look, truth be told, I don't even know what I want to do right now.
I understand that.
Yeah, but I was talking to my boy Vic the other day.
Why?
And he was making a lot of sense. He thinks I should leave early, too.
You know what? I've kept quiet this whole time, and I also think that Freak should join the league. I think it's a great business decision, and I think that Mr. Pagnotti is absolutely right.
Thank you, Yvette.
You're welcome.
Now, Freak, I know for a fact that people have been talking about the company you keep, and you need to be careful. It could compromise what we're trying to do here.
What are you trying to say?
You know, your association with that guy Victor off the court, it could compromise your selection in a draft. As a matter of fact, I know it will. Do you realize the difference in dollars between being drafted first overall and 21st? You're talking tens of millions of dollars. You don't get it, do you? Cece, our first sneaker deal alone, you're talking a difference of a $50 to $100 million difference just by that. Number one, that's what we need. If I were not 1,000% convinced in my mind and in my heart that we could get you drafted first overall, I wouldn't be like this. This is the play. This is the move, Freak. You gotta listen to me.
I absolutely hear you, but who are they to tell me who I can't hang with my brother?
No, Freak, you need to listen to him. I've been telling you the same exact thing.
Mr. Dom, Frequency and Victor grew up together. They're best friends. We took the boy in and practically adopted him.
Martha, I told you that boy ain't nothing but trouble.
He's family.
Okay, but that's my boy, and he agrees with y'all.
It's not about agreeing with Vic. We're trying to prepare you for your future.
You know, but it is his future.
This is none of your business.
Excuse
Don't
me?
even
Wait,
know
Freak,
why.
you still have a decision to make. Sign with me, yes
none of
or
your
no.
business.
None of
It's
my
your
business.
problem.
Yes, man.
Can I just interrupt
Your tone.
for 1 second? Everybody just settle down, please. Now, I appreciate you all taking the time in this heated discussion, but the truth of the matter is there's only one person in the room that can make this decision. Now, son, you know how I feel.
Right.
Education is the most important thing in life, but this is your choice. It's not your mother's or your sister's or mine. It's not your girlfriend. It's not Mr. Pagnotti's. And it definitely ain't Victor's. This is your decision, son. So you tell us what you want to do.
I need 30 seconds, Freak. Okay. I have 4 beautiful children, and I want each of them to go to college and graduate. But if you walked up to any one of those 4 children right now and said, I will give you a contract that's worth $100, $200, $300 million, I would say, bypass college. You can always go back. I want you to graduate. I want you to get your doctorate. I want to call you Dr. Freak, but you need to understand this. Now, you can go all over this beautiful country that we live in and go into any of the major universities. You will find people that are 30, 40, 50, 60, 80 years old, and you will find them graduating. But if you live to be 500 years old, you will never see ever somebody 40, 50, 60 years old being drafted from college into the NBA. We need to strike while the iron is hot. This is your life. We will get you drafted first overall. You will be up there with all the big names. I'm not talking first rounder. I'm talking first overall. Listen to me. This is what
Mr.
I do. I am the
Pagnotti,
best at what I
you
do.
have had
Nobody
your
is
30
better.
seconds plus.
Miss Martha, I am sorry. You just
Mr.
need to
Pagnotti,
understand.
would you please let my wife speak?
I apologize.
Frequency. Baby, what do you want to do?
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have Cece go through this contract front to back. I'm going to think about it, sleep on it, pray on it, and I will call you in the morning.
All right. Listen, Mr. Pete, Miss Martha, it was a pleasure meeting the two of you over telephone, and I look forward to meeting you both in person. Remember, everybody, this meeting never took place. We weren't even here. Capiche?
Capiche.
Okay.
All right, Mom, Pops, I'm going to call you guys later. I love you.
Love you,
I
son.
love you too, son. Bye. We met working at the post office together. Martha was the clerk, and I was a carrier. And I asked her out to lunch one time and take her for a bagel around the corner from where we worked.
A bagel?
A bagel, yeah.
With cream cheese?
Cream cheese.
Split down the middle?
Split down the middle. Love at first sight.
Yeah?
I believe that it was true. It happened to me.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select D'Angelo Russell from The Ohio State University. With the third pick in the NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Jahlil Okafor from Duke University. With the fourth pick in the NBA Draft, the New York Knicks select Kristaps Porzingis from Latvia. With the fifth pick in the NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Mario Hezonja from Dubrovnik, Croatia. With the sixth pick in the NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Willie Cauley-Stein from the University of Kentucky. With the seventh pick in the NBA Draft, the Denver Nuggets select Emmanuel Mudiay from Dallas, Texas. With the eighth pick in the NBA Draft, the Detroit Pistons select Stanley Johnson from the University of Arizona. With the ninth pick in the NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Frank Kaminsky from the University of Wisconsin. With the 10th pick in the NBA Draft, the Miami Heat select Justice Winslow with the 11th pick in the NBA Draft, the Indiana Pacers select the 19-year-old shooting guard from the University of Connecticut.
Let's do this, young man.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Frequency Vibration. Welcome aboard, young man. Welcome aboard.
Wow. Wow. This is bananas.
Take your time, baby.
Thanks, Ma. Okay, so I first want to thank everyone who made this possible. Mom, Dad, I couldn't have done this without you. I'd like to thank my lady, Yvette. My dude, Vig.
Hey, yo, I got you, man. Hey, hold him in the building all day, yo.
Aye.
Yeah, I love you, man. I love you
Man, he's like my brother. Oh, gosh. And also, want to thank my sister, Cece, who is also my manager. Swish, love you.
I love you more.
And my agent, Mr. Don Pagnotti himself.
You're the man, baby.
I guess I will take some questions now. Yes, ma'am.
How did you get the nickname Freak?
A lot of people don't know this, but Freak is short for my very first nickname, Frequency Vibrations.
Yeah, true story. I like to introduce.
All right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go. So get out there, get warm, and let's go win this game.
Here we go, our first NBA game. This is something I've been waiting for my entire life. And to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous. But I know this is where I belong. So I just gotta get out there and do what I was born to do. I hope I can make my family proud.
The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. You can feel the energy here at Air Canada Center. The Raptors looking to please their fans in this Eastern Conference matchup. This game against Indiana.
accomplishment.
Well said, and I hope so too. I mean, as a player, you want to stay even-keeled, but it's almost impossible. I mean, there's just so much that you've gone through to reach this point. It has to be emotional.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Stuckey kicks to Freak. 6 on the shot clock. Stuckey outside. Puts up a 3. And yes, sir, that one drops. Stuckey's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Raptors have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first.
And the Pacers just missed out on the playoffs last year and would have to settle for 9th in the East. Hard for a team that has been so dominant in the East over recent seasons.
And it's Rodney Stuckey with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Joseph. Johnson kicks to DeRozan. They get it back.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
And it's Freak missing. And for the Pacers against the East, they actually played the rest of the conference. Greg, very well. Ended with a 28-24 record, Clark, against the East.
The only team.
And what a feeling it's got to be for this young player is that last bucket represents the first official score in the NBA from Ball.
You know, you got to be happy for him. I mean, that's a great way to open up his NBA scoring account.
Well, everybody is happy to see him put the first points of his career on the board. Coaches, fans, teammates, everybody.
And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid on anything when it comes to basketball.
Well, with Freak, Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
On the wing, Stuckey. Shot from 12. No good. Nice D from DeRozan. Serrano's gone. Just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. 20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Ross with a wide-open look. That 3 off the mark. Now here's Stuckey. Now to pass the ball. Drops it in from 11 feet. Freak's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Now that's a killer crossover. The defender got totally shook up by that move.
So earlier we sat down with Freak and asked him about playing in his first NBA.
You know, I've thought about this moment my entire life. Now that it's finally here, the feeling's pretty crazy. But I know it's just the beginning. I got a lot of hard work ahead of me to get to where I want to go, to be the best player and the best teammate I could be. But this is an exciting first step, no doubt.
You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective from most rookies, do you?
You really don't, Kevin. I mean, I really like his approach to the game. What remains to be seen, though, is will that translate to consistent production on the court?
Pacers trail by 3. Outside Hill. Pass to Hill. Indiana moving it around. Hill, a screen on Lowry. Now here's Freak. Lowry covering. Shot clock at 5. It's stolen by Lowry. And now it's Ross running. He can go all the way.
How about a look at the Pacers and where they ranked in the NBA last season? 3rd in opponent field goal percentage, 4th in opponent points per game, And they also showed up in the top 5 in team rebound. That means everybody's doing their job on the board. This is a very strong rebounding team.
And you mentioned their ranking in terms of opponent field goal percentage. Such an important stat. They did not give up the easy looks. You really had to work for whatever you got.
DeRozan. It's rebounded by Indiana. Thing about DeMar DeRozan, he came into the league fairly unpolished, struggled to handle the ball, created then his own shot, and but sometimes he would create for others too. Yeah. But he settled down. You can see the growth.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. You could see the physical talent was there in terms of him playing the two. The question was, could he make the commitment mentally to become a great player? Well, from what he's done the last few years, I would have to say he's definitely been able to do that.
And again, no good by Toronto.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Freak dishes to Mahimi, and that one's good. Mahimi's got his first points of the night. 1:24 left here in the second. Now here is Lowry. Tight defense on him. The wide open look here for DeRozan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 6th assist on the night. In the corner, Stuckey with it. He feeds it to Freak. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Here's DeRozan. Lowry with the ball. Now defended by Freak. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Now it's a 6-point Toronto lead.
You know, it looks like they've recalibrated their approach away from trying the 3-ball.
Yeah, they started out a little slow from out there, trying something different now.
Hill sets the screen for Stuckey. Inside. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Pacers have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2.
And their free throw percentage as a unit.
And we finished one half of basketball. The Raptors out.
Okay, guys, let's talk about that first half. We've given this crowd way too much to cheer about. The second half is going to be played on our terms. You got me? The first thing is that we've done nice work immediately attacking whenever they force a turnover. That approach has to stay the same in half number 2 because the points are never going to come any simpler than that. We also need better communication out there. There was some confusion between you guys a few times. Talk to each other. I know we're down, but I don't want that to dictate the speed we run our offense at. Good shots are the priority, not quick shots. We've got an uphill battle on our hands, no doubt about it. I don't want to catch you guys looking at the scoreboard. All we can do is play our game.
You know, Dwayne Casey was once a player at Kentucky.
And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as Clark, they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
Yep, and it might not be the way a coach would have drawn it up or wanted it to end, but these fans loved it.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And standing by for the post-game show, let's head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Kyle Lowry.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. You get jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
It seems like Kyle And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew.
LeBron James. What more can you say about the guy that hasn't already been said? He can play anywhere on the court, and he gets it done on both ends like nobody else in the league. If we can't slow him down, this game could get out of hand real quick. It's going to be one of the biggest tests of the season for me, that's for sure. Time to step up.
Cavaliers have an Eastern Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend their home court here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline. The Cavaliers trail by 6.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
They set the pick. James kicks to Dellavedova. Tries again. And Irving gets it to go on the assist from Dellavedova.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorer. LeBron James third.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact
taking
that
early
he never
threes
took
is
the
leading
game
to
off.
long
I mean,
rebounds
one special
and transition
performance
points.
after another all season long.
And let's pass up a good shot for a great
Pacers
shot.
leading by 4.
Let the game come to you.
Dishes it to Freak. And Hill has it in the corner. Outside Hill. Freak sets a screen for Hill. 4 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Ball. That one's rebounded by Dellavedova.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
George passes to Hill. He dishes it to Freak. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
And you just look back over the career of LeBron, and you have to say he's an all-time great already. I mean, the numbers are there, the multiple championships, some already calling him the best small forward to ever play the game.
And that almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
And especially the fact that it now ties the game. The lead was about to be stretched out, and instead, it's back even.
Freak dishes to Hill. And the shot is good. And you just look at LeBron, Clark, in a historical context. Last season, he became the first player since Bill Russell and his Celtics to make it to the NBA Finals 5 consecutive years.
Boy, I tell you what, this says even more about LeBron, that whenever he leaves a team, they miss the playoffs. No matter what team he's on, they're favorites to win their conference.
For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Freak kicks to Hill. The pass to Ball. Mahimi with it. He's against Fry. Stuckey outside. That's good. And the Pacers lead by 2.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
They set the pick. The dish to Fry. Dellavedova, the pass to Love.
That's a wall.
Shot is off. So the Pacers will take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
You know, you hate to use this word, but I really felt like it was a sorry effort that they put forth on the defensive side.
Boy, that's pretty harsh from you, Greg, but you're right. I mean, too many times we saw them slow to set up and get on D, or late on their rotation. And they paid a big price for it. Pretty passing, timely recognition as to where the open man was.
We've got 1:48 left here in the opening quarter. Now here's Freak. Stuckey outside. The rebound by Kevin Love.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Passes it to Hill. Now the feed to Miles. Indiana moving the ball around. Pass to Mahimi. Stolen. Now Cleveland moving it up. Here's Shumpert. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And let's check out stats for James. Great showing for him last season. 3rd in scoring, 7th in assists, and he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And you only average top 3 in points if you have a particular mindset that you are the guy destined to bring the bacon home for your squad.
Mo Williams is checked in for the Cavaliers.
And Iman Shumpert, more athlete than player when he entered the league. 42-inch max vertical, shoulders carved like Michelangelo, but he had a long way to go in terms of his skill set, and you can see that evolution right before your eyes.
Stuckey kicks to Freak. Shot clock at 6. Williams with the steal. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run. It's rebounded by Indiana. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
Yeah, and this game kicks off a 4-game season series between the two teams.
2 conference foes, guys, looking to take game 1 tonight. It's very interesting to see who can land the first blow.
6 to shoot. Now Freak shoots from the line. a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season. Again, just another part of the maturation process. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Kevin Love's checked in for James. Shumpert comes in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Williams. They've got him on Shumpert. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Thompson, and it's Love in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Here's Dellavedova. Pass to Irving. Love at the elbow. The screen from Thompson. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And that one hits back iron. Pacers leading by 6. And here's Freak. He feeds it to Mahinmi. Kicks to Stuckey. To the left wing. Freak with it. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. With this stoppage in play, we have a chance now to show you which teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. The Cavaliers 5th.
Their long-range shooting last year was nothing short of spectacular. I mean, they were absolutely unconscious from the three-point line.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. Dellavedova kicks to Thompson. Outside Irving. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Miles. Feeds to Freak. Dishes it to Hill. Miles the pass to Ball. Pick up by Hill. 6 to shoot. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one on Love.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
I tell you what, nice job making the most of their opportunities.
Well, for Jordan Hill, something wonderful happened to him last season. The breakthrough he'd been waiting for on his 6th year.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, it had to do, and I think correlated with him getting a chance to start games, and it blew up for him from there. Posted career-high averages across the board.
And getting back to Jordan Hill, everyone had been waiting for this. I mean, greater activity, more aggressiveness, and he puts up career highs in points, rebounds, and assists.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
On the topic of Jordan Hill, hey, there aren't many guys like him with his size who can move that well. He's entering the prime of his career right now. Will he continue to ascend, or will he be content with where he's at? Time will tell.
Freak dishes to Mahinmi. All alone. No luck. And Cleveland will come the other way. Dellavedova kicks to Irving. Love outside. He dishes it to Dellavedova. He used that pick to get in close.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Hill, a screen on Irving. Stuckey into the lane. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And Rodney Stuckey, a combo guard out of Eastern Washington, played a big role for the Pacers a season ago.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pacers?
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
You were talking about Stuckey. He did play well in his first year with the Pacers. Clark, he helped them as a starter and off the bench.
Yeah, really had his most efficient year scoring the ball to date. And more than his scoring and what he brought on the court, his presence in the locker room and professionalism. You talk to the people around the Pacers, he was a breath of fresh air on a team that has a number of fresh air guys.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Outside Hill. Wants to get it to Miles and does. And that one's good. Miles has got his first basket. The Cavaliers trail by 6. 59 seconds left in the first half. In the corner, Irving with it. Uncovered. Can't hit. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Stuckey kicks to Freak. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. Now Cleveland moving it up. Cut the bucket. Dellavedova's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense just like that.
And Clark, the best way to get that early offense is with steals that allows you to get out of transition. I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
LeBron's checked in for Thompson. And both free throws good from Freak. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. LeBron outside. There's the screen. He kicks to Dellavedova. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
Now here's Freak. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so we conclude the first.
Kevin, thank you. Here with Frank Vogel. And, Coach, you've got to be pleased with that first half. The ball was moving. Your guys were sharing. Things were going well for you. What about it pleased you?
Yeah, the game is simple when you make the extra pass, when you play the right way. We start out playing this way. We got to continue it for 4 quarters.
Thank you, Frank. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And, folks, don't go away after the break. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull. A different look now for Cleveland. Shumpert is checked in for Tristan Thompson. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Smith. And it's Williams in for Irving. Indiana also making some changes. Mahinmi's checked in for Turner. Hill comes in for Lavoy Allen. And Freak subbed in for Ellis. On the court for Indiana. Ball in at shooting guard. Mahinmi is out there with Hill. And there's Hill. And it's George in at the 3 slot.
You know, for the Pacers last season, with Paul George being out for most of the season, they knew it would be a struggle. They would go into lengthy dry spells that made it hard for them to keep pace in the East, in part because they missed Paul George's all-around brilliance and his offense.
Williams passes to Dellavedova. There's the dish to Love. Shot from 12. That's good on the jump shot. Love's got 13 points.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
As for those dry spells you mentioned about the Pacers, GA, they had a number of long losing streaks last season.
Yeah, as a team, they had 4 different losing streaks of 6 or more games, and they got hot at the end. Season-high win streak of 6 to stay playoff relevant. It was just too little, too late compared to their losing streaks earlier in the year.
George, and it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Indiana. Stuckey comes in for Hill. Oh, wide open look for Love. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. And that's 17 points for Kevin Love. Freak kicks to Miles. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room. 6 on the shot clock. Stuckey against Williams. Stuckey can't get it to go. The Cavaliers trail by 5. They double in with Freak. Williams with the ball. Rodney Stuckey covering. LeBron can't get it to go.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
The pass to Ball. Pass to Miles. George dishes to Freak. Back to George. Fires the three. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
That gives him his 2nd 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Timeout. Start it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Pumped up now?
Vogel gave to his team during that last break. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Paul George. When Coach addressed the guys in the huddle, his message was clear. Quote, he's who we want getting the bulk of the touches. He is who we want making our decisions. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Cav, it'll be interesting.
And thank you for that, Doris. Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him. Stuckey passes the ball. And there's the feed to Miles. George, that's a 2-pointer. Freak kicks to Miles. Pass to George. Here's Ball. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
LeBron dishes to Love. Back to James. Williams with a clean look. Good, and the assist goes to James. Williams has got 5. And for LeBron James, a remarkable step. Greg, he had increased his field goal percentage for 7 consecutive seasons going into 2014.
Yeah, a steep decline last season, though, back below 50%. Was it just the challenge of new teammates and a new system, or the mileage he's accumulated? This season may start to answer that question.
Pushing it up. Here's Dellavedova. Drops in the breakaway layup. And now just a 4-point Pacer lead. Indiana's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the free ball here. Pass to Stuckey. And George kicks to Freak. Back to George. Just 5 to shoot. Hill sets the screen for George. They grab their own miss. And Hill throws it down.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound are a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength just like that.
Yeah, he's an invaluable asset for them to have. No question about it.
And the shot no good, a bit short. The Cavaliers trail by 6. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Williams with the ball. Out defended by Freak. Love with the screen on Stuckey. Dellavedova, the pass to Love. The open shot. Williams. Another shot. And there's the nice layup by Love. Love's got 15 points in just the second half.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Another steal. No good. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter plays. The Cavaliers making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in, so an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Hill, he's checked in for Turner. C.J. Miles comes in for George. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Ellis. And Freak subbed in for Hill. LeBron and Thompson are up front. Irving is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Smith in at the small forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
Clock at 6. Poked away. Here's Dellavedova. Outside Williams, and the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And the first one at the line is good. at the line for two. And both free throws good for Williams.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know it makes a big difference.
Kevin, you guys had a tremendous second half. What were the things that had to happen to win this game?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan, Kevin Love. He came out of the locker room at halftime and was immediately on fire. And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From
What a life, eh, freak? 1 minute you're playing 21 and horse on the courts in Harlem, and the next moment you're in the showroom, configuring the gunmetal and graphite exterior of your luxury car and your iPad mini. Oh, I bet you get a crazy crowd when you drive that car around the block in the old neighborhood, huh?
Yeah, I'm living the dream. Bad pandemonium. But folks from back around the way are real proud of me.
Yeah, I hear you. Local kid makes good. You know, it kind of reminds me of when I took my tech stock public and I rang the New York Stock Exchange bell, and my mom's friends called her up and said, "Maggie, is that your son on Bloomberg News this morning ringing the bell?" And my mom says, "Yes, sirree, Bob, it was him." That was a great moment, freak. And you know, our lives are like a pearl necklace of great moments, all strung together with the finest silk thread of memories. And we have to be very careful how we cultivate those pearls and we thread that necklace.
Does this meeting by any chance have to do with Vic Van Leer?
I grew up in the burbs, freak. I wasn't poor, upper middle class, comfortable. My daddy worked as an accountant for one of the largest insurance firms in the country. Smart with his money. Mom didn't have to work. I went to boarding school. And then my dad died of a heart attack when I was a freshman at MIT. I was a movie geek, wanted to be a civil engineer, but I made my fortune by becoming a hybrid of both those interests. My dad didn't want me to be an accountant. Oh, listen to this. My best friend was a guy named Isidore. Yeah, we called him Izzy. He was one of the smartest human beings I have ever met in my life. I mean, Izzy was taking second-year college calculus courses as a high school sophomore, right? Straight-A student, full ride to MIT. Izzy had the world at his fingertips. But he was always looking for trouble, and trouble found him. He ran with the wrong crowd. And when we got to MIT, he got this great job working for a financial consulting firm in Boston. But every weekend, he would fly to Vegas. You see, Izzy had a system for counting cards in Vegas that had the big casinos on the Strip. Oh, stymied. He would come back to MIT with suitcases filled with $200,000 in cold cash.
Word?
Yeah.
So your man Izzy was getting hit off like that?
Like a fat rat in a cheddar cheese factory, freak.
Okay, so what happened to this dude Izzy? Because he's dope.
No, not dope. Dead. After he'd been missing for 3 weeks, the Nevada State Police never found hide nor hair of Isidore. And our friendship took a hit when he asked me to hang out with him in Vegas, and I said I wouldn't do it because I knew he was on a dark and twisted path in his life. And yes, he was my dude. But no way was I going to throw my life away trying to show my loyalty to a guy who really and truly didn't understand what loyalty was all about.
So this meeting is about Vic.
Correctamente.
Okay, well, sir, Vic isn't Izzy.
And why's that, freak?
Well, for one thing, you and your dead friend Izzy didn't grow up poor. Me and Vic grew up in a neighborhood where we had to look over our shoulder every 2 seconds to make sure nobody was going to walk up on us and rob us.
True. Izzy and I did not grow up in the hood. But we, like you, thankfully grew up in a 2-parent household. But even that wasn't enough for Izzy. He wasn't satisfied. He was always looking for a 5-alarm fire when he already had the warmth and comfort of a loving family. This is not about class warfare, freak. This is about the consequences of making bad choices and risking it all when you feel like you have nothing to lose.
Vic is like a brother to me, sir.
But you shouldn't be Brother Vic's keeper, freak. Would a brother go looking for trouble and put your career and your livelihood at risk by getting into fights at nightclubs and seedy after-hour joints and then scream to the media, "Yeah, it's all good, I'm an FOF, friendo freak. It's all misunderstanding. Y'all be haters, don't hate my game." I don't think a brother would do that to someone they really cared about, but a guy who looked at you like a meal ticket would.
No. See, you don't understand Vic.
Really? I don't understand.
No.
Look, man, it was a misunderstanding with the guy in the next VIP booth. His honey started flirting with me, so naturally I started flirting back. Next thing I know, Captain Cornball's off my grill piece beefing. Next thing he know, he got a 2-piece and a biscuit on his left eye. Hey, I don't know who hit him, and it damn sure wasn't me. Hey, Captain Cornball's mad because I'm an FOF, friend of freak. Hey, but check this out though. He needs to train that hottie before he leave the house though. Yo, he's hot as ain't loyal, man.
What's there to understand? Are you freaking blind? You know, I just want to know, how much did you pay your lawyers to make all this go away?
Almost $100,000.
Excuse me, son, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I said I paid almost $100,000.
Exactly. And if you keep riding shotgun with Vic, you're gonna go broke. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Look, Vic is my friend, and I grew up with him. How many times I gotta tell you, sir?
Freak, this is not a request. I am not asking you to do this. I am telling you to do this. And the first order of business is that Mr. Vic Van Leer is banned from traveling with you on the road. Vic is banned from the locker room. And Vic is banned from this arena. And if I catch this guy, Vic, in or anywhere near the facilities, Mr. Vic Van Leer will be arrested for trespassing.
Are you serious, sir?
Brother, I'm as serious as cancer. We all know that can be deadly.
You know, tell you about Vic. He has his bad rap. It's not, and I understand some of his judgments might shadow his actual character. He's not that at all. Man, Vic, let me tell you something. We have love for each other. We're brothers. Blood couldn't make us any closer at all. I mean, he has so much loyalty to me and to my family. You can see even Cece, you know, has issues with him, but he still loves her. He still loves her.
Steph Curry and the Warriors next game. I've been looking forward to this for a while now. You know they'll be running and gunning. And Steph's gonna do 2 or 3 things that make you want to stop and stare. But we can't let that distract us. Because if we lose focus for even a second, they'll be up 20. So maybe it's up to me to put on a little show of my own.
Important monuments in the nation, the War Memorial. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Just off a road trip, the Pacers are back at home. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one. Home court advantage played a part in last year's season series. Each team... Here is Livingston. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. You can point to any number of things, Clark, the Warriors did well last year. Their play on the road being one of them.
Well, the Warriors were exactly road warriors all season long, partner. Hit the ground running and finished with the league best 28 road wins.
Here we go, Pacers fans. Now coming to the court are your...
And let's take a look at some numbers for Hill. He's averaging 14 points a game, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
Yeah, in every way, I think he's doing a much better job, and the numbers certainly support that.
And for the Warriors, they would go on several road trips undefeated last season. Still, the only time they looked vulnerable were games on the road.
Shot clock at 6. Hill, a screen on Thompson. With a step back. Hill, no good. Warriors trail by 5. Thompson passes to Rush, and it's sent back by Hill. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Well, let's take a look now at some of the most explosive players in the NBA lately. The highest scoring small forwards of the past month. 5th best, Paul George.
I mean, tremendously gifted athletically. I mean, we're used to seeing that at that spot on the floor, and they pretty much all give astonishing individual performances on any given night.
Well, we know the small forward spot is where the bulk of the scoring load rests on most teams. I mean, those players on that list always come through in the scoring department. These guys pack a lot of firepower.
Livingston kicks to Barnes. A three-pointer, no good.
And, you know, with the Warriors on the road, they would occasionally dig a hole they couldn't get out of. Still, hard to critique a team that was so dominant in every facet of the game last season, even on the road. Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
The Pacers making a switch here. Stuckey's checked in.
And one bright note for the Pacers last season was the play of their bench. Adding Rodney Stuckey was a huge boost for them.
4-on-3 break. Now here's Freak, covered by Barnes, and it's Freak missing.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off guard position.
Solomon Hill, he's checked in for Paul George. Stuckey outside. Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. Outside Hill. Releases. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Well, break for Thompson. Last season, an uptick in his free throw attempts and his assists. And Clark, a reflection of his activity with the ball in his hand.
He's a complete player. Terrific offensive player. Outstanding defensively as well. And what I like about him is he never lacks for confidence. He stays aggressive at both ends of the floor.
Passes it to Stuckey. The dish to Freak. Top of the key. They get it back. Mahimi, and a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. And the Pacers lead by 8.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. To the inside. Deflects the pass. Here's Rush. Livingston dishes to Rush. And here's Barnes for 3. And it's Freak with the rebound.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Here's Mahimi. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Azili gets the bucket.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
The kick out to Hill. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Hill with the jam.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench. And here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player. Now with more and more freshmen, Clark. Indiana making some changes. Mahimi's checked in for Turner. Hill comes in for Lavoy Allen. And Freak subbed in for Ellis. And then for Golden State, Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Bogut. Harrison Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Thompson. Ball in at shooting guard. Paul George is out there with Hill. Then there's Ian Mahimi. And it's Hill in at the point guard. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Curry's shot is good.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
It's back to Hill. Hill sets the screen for Hill. And George now top of the key. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Moving it up. Barnes passes to Livingston. Barnes kicks to Ezeli. Goes up again, and he sinks the layup. And the Warriors lead by 2. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Warriors.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Dishes it to Mahimi. And that one is hammered home.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Solomon Hill, he's checked in for Indiana. Stuckey comes in for George Hill. Brandon Rush, he's checked in for the Warriors.
And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons at Carolina. Remember also in high school he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
And it's Freak missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Curry dishes to Livingston. Curry with it. Out defended by Freak. And that one's good. And that's 15 points for Steph Curry.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
Hill has the open look. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
It's Curry with the drive and the rejection by Mahinmi. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Off the inbound pass, and Curry the bucket on the assist by Rush. Curry's got the lead up to 3 now for the Warriors. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Freak kicks to Mahinmi. And he uses the glass on the layup. Mahinmi's got 8 points.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
It's Curry with the drive. Miss number 4 for him from the floor. 7 for 11 field goal attempts. Now here's Freak, guarded by Curry. 2 minutes. Curry with the steal. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. Rush gets the bucket. And the Warriors lead by 3.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Back to Stuckey. Ball, the pass to Hill. Almost, but it rolls out. Warriors leading by 3. Livingston dishes to Azili. They double him with Freak. Curry with a wide open look. That drops and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got 5 assists in the game. 1:12 left now here in the second. Hill sets the screen for Freak. Pass to Mahinmi. Warriors with the rebound. Barnes has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Livingston, and it's Golden State with another.
And he's made more than his fair share of those today.
Last outing for Indiana. They won that game against the Utah Jazz.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Now here's Freak. D right on him. Just 5 to shoot. Stuckey kicks to Hill. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Hill's got 9 points.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Livingston. And that concludes the...
You guys had the lead after the first, but now find yourselves behind. What's the mindset of this team heading into the break?
I think we're still upbeat. We would like to have a stronger second quarter, but we know there's a lot of game left. Hopefully we can get back to how we started the game.
And now the third quarter about to get going. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Mahinmi's checked in for Turner. Hill comes in for Lavoy Allen. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Monte Ellis. And Freak subbed in for Hill. And then for Golden State, Azili's checked in for Bogut. Harrison Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Barnes and Green are the forward set. Livingston and Thompson are the guards, and it's Azili in at the 5.
frozen. The guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively. And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to 6 in the bucket from George. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Over in the corner, Green. And again, no good by Golden State. And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that. Could you?
Yeah,
I know.
He probably just thrown on as a broadcaster and would rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Freak kicks to Mahimi. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Over to the left wing. Ripped away. Thompson against Stuckey. Thompson passes to Livingston. And Hill over to help. Livingston kicks to Barnes. Over in the corner, Green. Good on the triple. And it's a 9-point Warrior lead. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they defended the rim as they challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
It's been a good night for Thompson. He's got 16 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
The Pacers making a switch here. Hill's checked in. Well, from the moment he stepped into the league, Klay Thompson was lights out in terms of shooting. Clark, he has never had a problem knocking one down.
Well, the first player in league history to notch 500 made threes in his first 3 seasons in the league. That is remarkable.
Hill kicks to Freak. Here's Mahimi. They get it again.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Doubled by Ball. Azili kicks to Thompson. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. And let's take a second to view a list of shooting guards who have been very dependable offensively this season. These 2 guards are the most accurate in the league. Klay Thompson, number 1.
And he is not a wasteful player. That much we've learned. I mean, he makes the most of the good looks he gets. And if it's not there, he's not going to force a bad shot.
Yeah, and he's efficient and he's intelligent in his shot selection. You're exactly right there, but don't take away from the fact that he's a tremendous... pure shooter as well. Even when he's got a hand right in his face, I mean, he makes tough shots.
Pacers have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
The Warriors making a switch here. Rush is checked in. Lets it go from deep, and he gets it to go. Rush has got 7.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play. And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in. For Indiana, they have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
Here's Hill. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before.
And now, let's hear it for your Pace.
And the final period of play just about to start. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Mahinmi's checked in for Turner. Hill comes in for Lavoy Allen. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Monte Ellis. And Freak subbed in for Hill. And the Warriors also making a change. Barnes, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. Ball in at point guard. Hill is out there with Hill. Then there's Rodney Stuckey, and it's Mahinmi in at the 5 down low. That's the Pacers' 5. It's stolen by Green. Kicks it to Curry. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. Good work defensively by Stuckey. Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against the Brooklyn Nets.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted to do.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
Sometimes, guys, it's hard during the first meeting of a season to get a feel for a team, but these guys came out and made the necessary adjustments, and I think they've got to feel good about going up 1-0 in the season series against the Pacers.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Stephen Curry. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Feeds it to Iguodala. Just 5 on the clock. Green with a screen for Iguodala. From deep three-point range. Rebound by Mahinmi.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you.
Here's Ball, and he gets it to go.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
6 seconds left in the game. So we see the Warriors taking the game here.
Yes, Kevin, here.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Stephen Curry. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game.
I will say this about Steph Curry. There is no play.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the...
The only color I care about is green, money. Now, you've certainly made some money so far, Freak, but it's time we make more money. I'm talking movies, TVs, endorsements, even your own brand Jordan sneakers.
I care about the game first, Dom. All that sounds great, but don't you think it's a little too early to be talking about all that?
Too early? LeBron was 12 years old in 6th grade when he was thinking Space Jam. It's never too early to take and make leaps.
I guess.
You guess? This isn't high school. This isn't college. This is the real world. And the real world is fueled by one thing.
Oh, money.
That's right. Money. Dollar bills, y'all. Why do you think they put presidents on them? Because that's what presides over us. I ever tell you guys about the first dollar I ever made?
No, Dom, but you're about to.
Yo, check this out. CC, this is a great story, right? So I'm 7 years old, Queens, New York, 1973. My older brother, Lonzo, he's got a lemonade stand. So that summer, I'm like, Lonzo, let me help out. Let me make a couple of bucks with you. He's like, all right, Dom, come on. I'll teach you the business. So I'm pouring tons of sugar. I'm squeezing the lemons. I got the lemonade stand all set up. I'm like, yo, I got this, right? So I'm watching during the course of the day. I'm noticing something Lonzo's doing. He's not charging for refills. That summer, I convinced Lonzo no more free refills, and we make $2,000 plus tips. Today, Lonzo's Lemonade is a national brand and publicly traded.
Oh, wow. That's dope.
I'm not here to impress. I'm here to improve and to assist. I'm like the Italian-American Magic Johnson, running point for Team Freak. No.
The only person running point around here will be me.
CC, look at my watch. What do you see?
Not this again. I've seen the movie.
This is diamonds and platinum. Gold, forget about it. Silver, forget about it. This is diamonds and platinum. It's power and speed. Freak, this is what you have. You are on your way to being the biggest thing in the NBA. I'm proposing now that we dominate off the court as well as on.
I can't believe I'm saying this, Freak, but Dom has a point. You've been establishing yourself on the court, and now it's time to take it off the court. Brand Jordan sneakers, I mean, the possibilities are endless.
Listen, Freak, you're going to have to decide the legacy you want to leave. But I'm not some agent from the Yellow Pages. I'm Dom Pagnotti. I'm the man, the myth, the legend, the king, #1. I'm the best. And I'm a shark. And the Pagnotti shark is working for you. And we got to set new goals and bigger goals, okay? I'm talking all-star game. I'm talking dunk contest. When was the last time you saw an NBA great in a dunk contest, huh? I'm talking first team All-NBA, first team All-Defensive team.
What about social media?
Yvette, great idea. Social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Let's kick it up a notch. www.freakandvibing.com. That's right, your own website. I've already set it up for you, and it's running great.
Wait, hold up.
Listen, I'm in negotiations right now on a feature that will allow viewers to watch Freak and only him and his plays during the game.
Yeah, but you set up a website without consulting me?
Yeah.
When did this happen?
Last week.
Uh-oh. Oh, this is gonna be epic.
CC, I love you, but I got no time to waste, and you're out there busy doing whatever it is you're doing.
Whatever I'm doing? You know what? I'm really sick and tired of the disrespect. This is Team Freak, not the Dom Pagnotti Italian-American opera.
Cece, calm down, all right? Dom here, he's just trying to take us to the next level.
Look, Ming Ching, I don't even know why you're here when your job is to look good and shut up.
Cece, chill.
No, I'm done chilling. Between your clown agent and your gold-digging girlfriend, I've had enough.
Gold digger? You're the winner of the Lucky Sperm contest, and I'll have you know I am currently starting my own fashion line. I've already got model contracts from Beijing to Milan. Not to mention I graduated top of my class. Summa cum laude.
You mean thank you, Laude?
I don't need a man to save me or provide for me, okay? I got my own, boo.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then why has all your success and fame coincided with your relationship with my brother? Mr. Dom Pagnotti. Mr. Diamond and Platinum himself. It's a love-hate relationship.
I want